Hello everyone, what's up? It's Master French 100 here, and I figured since we're on the verge of a new Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC trailer, I figured why not at the last second do a video talking about what I would want to see in this upcoming trailer, and personally how I felt about the first one. Yeah, we could just say that I wasn't really too excited about this trailer that they revealed at first. But anyway, here's some ideas that I would personally really like to see in the upcoming trailer. The one thing that actually make me really excited in this upcoming trailer would be the return of the Colosseum in Olympus. Personally, I was very shocked and confused as to why the Colosseum wasn't a thing in this game. Mainly because if they say that they focused more on the Disney aspect of the game, I don't see why you couldn't have thrown in the Colosseum. But I guess that they were just too busy working on every other thing in the game. I don't know, it's a weird situation there. But I would actually think it would be really a good way to throw it in, being that during the end of the game, or during the end of the world, I should say, Thieves goes under construction after you beat the world and come back to it. I think it would be really easy for them to take one of the blocked paths by debris and just simply make a Colosseum for that new path that they've created, and finally have these NPC crowd cheering you on in this gladiatory-esque area, and maybe they could throw in some new Heartless and Nobodies while they're at it. But the big kicker that would be really good is to implement FF fights, such as bringing back Leon, Cloud, Tifa, Yuffie, maybe even bringing in some new ones like maybe, I don't know, Kain Highwind for one. And of course, Sephiroth would be a very much crowd-pleasing thing, as I would honestly like to see him return. And when it comes to FF, that's personally all I want to see. I don't want any story DLC. I don't want to go back to Radiant Garden with some half-assed reason of going back or nothing of that nature. Just keep it to Final Fantasy fights, and I'll be completely fine with that. Another inclusion I would really like in this DLC is minigames. Not to say that Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't have a lot of minigames in it in the base game, but I would generally think that there would be more minigames through the addition of DLC, similar to Final Mix. In Kingdom Hearts 2, they gave us the 13 Mushroom Heartless to work with. Since we already have the Flans, I would say that maybe the idea could be we could get maybe more Flash Tracer courses in Big Hero 6. One cool idea that I really thought about is maybe that we could get another, maybe new Verum Rex minigame where we could take the Gigas robots in the actual city from where we see in the commercial when we start Toy Box. I think that would be really cool to have this Big Hero 6-esque kind of battle area while fighting in the mechs. I think that would be pretty cool and pretty reminiscent of a very old Final Fantasy 15 trailer. Well, 15 I should say versus 13, but you know what I mean. Another thing that they could add in maybe for minigames would be, and I would really hope this, is more Winnie the Pooh minigames, as I feel that Winnie the Pooh really got shafted in this game. And some people may be happy about that Winnie the Pooh is not a big inclusion in this game, but personally I did kind of feel cheated out of, Winnie the Pooh a little bit. So maybe having a minigame or two wouldn't be so bad. I personally wouldn't mind that. The next one I feel is kind of a shoo-in a way, in terms of basically a hint of newer bosses, and I do put emphasis on newer because honestly, I'm really scared as in terms of the number that they've given, which is 13 new bosses. It makes me question, is it really new bosses or is it just simply the organization again, just harder, which I personally would be really disappointed if that is the case, because mainly I'm just really tired of fighting the organization again and again and again and again. if people really want to fight the organization again, I don't see why they can't just simply do like link portals so they could just rewind the clock back to when you first start the fight for the organizations at the very end of the game, and that just being their way of replaying them, and not let's just take the organization, split them up, and just make them harder. Honestly, I'm just not really that enthusiastic to do that again, especially since I've gotten my fill with this game, and finally being able to play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I've just personally grown tired of it, and I would rather see newer bosses implemented. It would feel wrong and robbed if we don't, personally, in my opinion. The last thing that I'll bring up as a point that I would really like to see in the DLC trailer is a 0.2 like customization option, or say objective system return from 0.2. Now, I'm not meaning that the entire system from 0.2 of the customization with Aqua, of her getting all these crazy accessories on her arms, her back, changing her colors of her outfit, her patterns. I don't think that it would work, mainly because of how Sora interacts with different worlds, of changing his look and having different form changes, of changing his colors. It just doesn't seem like that they could go for it, and that's kind of it's kind of that split road where it's like, I would really like this idea of having 0.2 like customization come back, but at the same time, I can understand why they wouldn't go through with it, mainly because it's a bit more of a challenging thing, unlike Aqua in 0.2, where her costume doesn't really change, or her outfit, or her appearance just doesn't change at all, But if they were to include it in some kind of way for Sora, I wouldn't mind actually seeing that they could just maybe add a chain to maybe his side on his pants, similar to his older designs on KH1. I wouldn't really mind that little aspect, or maybe he gets crowns above his head, maybe different colors, similar to KH2 Final Mix, where if you beat the Mushroom 13, you get a bronze crown. If you beat the 13 data fights, you get a silver, and you beat the Lingering Will, you get a gold. I wouldn't mind actually seeing, we get the Kingdom Hearts 3 artwork crown, and it's a silver, and if you beat the limit cut bosses, you get a gold one, and if you beat the secret boss in the DLC, then you get not a bronze, you get a platinum looking crown. Or even another option is that they could use, similar to 0.2, how they gave Aqua mini ears, they could give Sora some Mickey ears instead. Another option could be stickers that they could put on his jacket, like say you could place a sticker on his shoulder jacket part, or say on his chest or on his back, that these little stickers, just, like heart stickers or crown stickers, or, just something little nice and neat. Or a really cool idea would be on his plaid part of his jacket that sticks out on his chest, you could put maybe little pins. Like, how cool would it be if Sora actually gets, if you beat a boss that maybe could be Union Cross related, that he could get like a Union Cross metal outer part as a pin. I think that would be really cool. Again, going back to the objective system that 0.2 had, they could throw in a couple of objectives into the games, like say complete the game on standard, proud, or critical mode, or reach level 99, or beat this many shadows, or beat this many soldiers, or this or that. And they could pull some ideas from it, and they can give us some really cool items. And of course, that would feed back into the wardrobe customization bit that they could just, they could play around with. But yeah, these are just some small suggestions that I honestly would really like to see be placed in the Remind DLC. And like I said, that this is just a small portion of what I would like to see. I actually made a bingo sheet for the trailer a few days ago, and these were some of the ideas that I placed on the bingo sheet. And yeah, in about maybe T-minus 0 minutes, we'll be seeing the new trailer, and I'm crossing my fingers for something that I would genuinely like in this trailer, because like I demonstrated before in the beginning of this video, I'm not really that much amped up for this DLC at the moment, but I'm hoping that we'll get something that's a bit more interesting, at least in my opinion, on my point of view. And I'm sure that we'll get a release date possibly, and more than likely we'll get some information about how much the DLC will cost. But yeah, this is just a short video. The next video that should be coming out should be the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC trailer reaction. And until then, I'm Master Vintage 100, signing out till next time. See you, everybody. Have an awesome day.